I'm almost afraid to bring this up because I'm going to make a few of you angry. A few of you are going to be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's full of it. And that's okay. All right? And it's okay if you don't agree with me on this. It is okay. You can still be pretty damn skillful in your Easton University sales coaching process. You don't have to subscribe to what I'm about to tell you, okay? But just like when you were a kid and there was a food item that you were like, oh, I'm not gonna eat that, it's gross, and then you finally tried it, you were like, wow, this is actually pretty delicious. I'm gonna show you something that's pretty delicious, and I'm gonna show you something that separates amateurs, people that do this for their job, they're still an amateur, and professionals. I want to talk to you about the power of one-sided conversations. When I say one-sided conversation, I don't mean one person doing all the talk, right? It was a one-sided conversation. My dad was yelling at me because I didn't do my homework after hockey practice. I'm not talking about that type of one-sided conversation. I'm talking about the power of one-sided conversations. This is what professionals do, okay? Before we talk about professionals, let's talk about amateurs. Amateurs make friends, and amateurs talk about themselves. Amateurs make friends with people, and amateurs talk about themselves. Just like if this was an amateur pickup game of basketball, we would all be wearing our own sweaty t-shirts, right? And we'd be, hey, Dave Gass, DJ! We'd all be talking about ourselves and hold on. My wife's calling, guys. Stop the game. But if this was the NBA, we would have uniforms on. There would be people bringing us water. There would be timers. There would be buzzers. There would be half-court performances. Okay? That's what professionals do. They're there to have a game. Okay? They're there to work their craft. They're there to do their job. Okay? Amateurs make friends and talk about themselves. Professionals have one-sided conversations. Okay? Let me explain the difference. Professionals are mysterious. I don't mean in a creepy way. I don't mean mysterious in a creepy way. But like I could ask any of you, hey, what are you into right now? Right? What's something that gets you excited? And all I would have to do is mirror, right? You're into gluten-free baking? Yeah, man, I'm into gluten-free baking, right? When you say you're into gluten-free baking, can you give me a specific example of what you're doing? Yeah, man, I had this gastroenterology problem, right? With years, pharmaceutical, tried to figure out what was going on with my stomach and realized it was this gluten intolerance that nobody could subscribe, right? When you say gluten intolerance, can you give me a specific example? Oh yeah, so basically I look like I'm 9 months pregnant, right? I'm gonna put a label on it. Man, sounds like really painful, right? And you're gonna sit there and talk about yourself and you're gonna leave that conversation going, this was the best conversation ever. Knowing nothing about the surgeries my wife had to have, the stuff that my wife's dealing with her stomach. Fortunately, I can't say, I just pulled that one out of thin air. I wasn't even thinking of using that as an example, but there you go. My wife's dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. Let's say I was. You wouldn't know I was dealing with that. That's what I mean by mysterious. Sales professionals keep the conversation freaking locked in on the person that they're talking to. They don't talk about their hobbies. They don't talk about what they're into. Okay? I talk about my hobbies. I talk about what I'm into with my friends and my family, sometimes with you guys, because I'm not selling you guys. You guys are already on board with the program. They don't talk about their weekend. They for sure don't talk politics. Okay? That one blows my mind. I pick your side. I don't care. You're like, I have no side. That's a side too. Okay? And it's amazing. Everybody thinks that everybody else they're talking to is of the same political. It is amazing the certainty out there with some people. The garbage that will spew out of their mouth about politics, assuming the other person is in some vortex of alignment with them. Great way to cost yourself a sale. Okay? We don't talk about politics. We don't try to make friends, and we don't sell to friends. Why don't we sell to our friends? None of my friends are on here. A lot of my friends are in sales. I won't let them on here. No thanks. Bye-bye. You can either be my friend or you can be on Easton University. Because I'm not letting my friends on here because guess what? They're going to be like, can you give me a discount? Can you do an extra little live for my people because we're friends? No. Okay? I'm like an NBA player. I don't do pickup games in the parking lot. Guess what the cool thing is? When you're mysterious, when you let people talk about themselves, when you let people talk about their company, where they're at, where they want to go, when you don't talk about your hobbies, your weekend, your politics, you are exponentially more likable. This is what you guys need to realize. You go, oh man, he's full of it, right? I always make friends with people and see what's going on in their life and tell them how my kid played Division I ball in 1968. They don't care. Guys, when you let people talk about themselves, they're like, dude, I really like Matt. Matt is great. The more I talk about Matt, the more they're like, man, Matt was really wasting my time and trying to sell me something. Okay, I realize some of you are probably going to call bullshit on me. That's fine. You don't have to do it on this call because you're not going to win me over. Okay, because I'm a professional. I know what the difference of being an amateur and a professional is. You are not going to win me over on this one. They'll be like, oh, it works for me. No, it doesn't. Okay? No, it doesn't. You trying to find commonality in people and you selling them because you guys have something in common, congratulations. You just took 99.999999999%, 8 billion people on planet Earth, of the population of people that were qualified to buy your product, and you threw them out the gosh darn window because you only talk to people whose kids are also in Pee Wee football, right? What about all the people that don't even understand what football is, don't care? What about the people that don't follow politics, don't care? You need to focus in on the problems you solve and the outcomes you deliver. And stop trying to make friends with people. It's a waste of time. They don't buy it, and it's slowing you down, and it's limiting your ability to prospect. Be a professional. Leave your friendship stuff out of work. And then when you come to work and you make your dials and you have your sales meetings, I'm not saying be a jerk. I'm saying keep the conversation focused on that person. Keep the conversation focused on the outcome you deliver. Keep the conversation on where they are, where they want to go, and you will become a professional. Suddenly, you will be transported onto the court with a logo, with cheerleaders, with freaking Spike Lee sitting on the sidelines watching you play. Or you can play pickup games with your friends, right? And wonder why the market is so difficult to you. Because it's a requirement that you have to make small talk for people to do business with you. It's not skillful. You don't have to make that kind of small talk. Be precise.